Well, good morning, y'all.
Hey guys,
It's Wednesday, right?
hump day. It's hump
Bum,
day.
bum, bum, bum,
Look,
bum.
it's not Tuesday, so you can't say that word hump.
Of course you can. The camel on the TV set did.
Oh,
On
stop it.
Y'all
Wednesday.
remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I I don't know, but anyway.
Mm,
Tuesday's tacos.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
let me tell you, we have Scott who's on location, but that's rapper Scott.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of hiding down in the lower third here. We got to
He's gonna
what's going on
he's gonna
here.
rap the news this morning. Okay, you got Eddie up top from Eddie Lugo Studios.
That's right.
And he's going to tell you about some awesome cruises.
That's right.
Then you have us, J&S, and cruising is fun anytime.
That's right. That's right. Welcome in.
So take it, guys.
Welcome in to Go Live Together. We are your morning team.
Oh, but guess what? I want to say this. I started packing for the booze cruise. Go figure. I all I did was transport stuff from one place to another.
Yeah, one bag to another. It's some transference going on.
Yeah, it's still a big mess.
Yep.
I don't know. So take it away.
Welcome into the live stream and also the replay. If you are here for the replay, please type in the word #replay so we know that you were here. Otherwise, if you are here in the live stream, well, welcome in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Traveling with Tinkerbell was first up in the chat. Good morning.
Good morning, Tinker.
And it is raining in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, nice.
It was raining here.
I know, right? Scott, you are muted, good sir.
I'm having sound effect problems this morning, and I'm trying to fix them. I'm really sorry.
Oh, okay. All is well.
Like this.
Here we go. And welcome to the party. House of X Entertainment has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we got a new viewer here. Mr. Jeremy Boucher has made it in.
Who
Hello.
that?
Wow,
Who that?
you tricked me.
Sharon Rowland has made it in. Good morning.
I heard something this morning. Sharon, what's the weather like? I don't know if it was, I think it was you. What's the weather like where you're at?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about thunderstorms today. So.
Yes, I heard that this morning.
And we got a superstar in the house. Elizabeth has made it in. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, babe.
What?
Also,
Or I should go like this. Hey, babe.
we also got Mike and J&S Adventures have made it in.
Good
morning.
morning.
Our reinforcements have arrived from the northwest.
Hey, I have an announcement. You and Mike, Rihanna, and Scott from the Mustard Drill are all currently located in the exact same country.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and cruising on the high seas and travel too.
Yeah, Rob
Oh,
too. You're up there with Rob.
Yep. I'm a Canadian today.
Yes. And Canadian Family Life. And let's see who else. Kevin. You're up there with Kevin too. So yeah.
Although in the US we would say we're in the great state of. I would say I'm in the great province of New Brunswick.
Nice. Journeys with June and Brady have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Eddie Lugo Studios has made it in.
Yo.
Yes.
Good morning.
He has a lot
Viva Las Rascas.
Medical things going on. He's got to get his COVID, his flu.
Yep.
I know. He's got a lot of stuff going on. And it won't take him that long to get there either if by driving Alice to work this morning is any measure of how Eddie gets around.
I know,
right? He drives to
go speed
fast.
racer.
I'm going to give him a citizen's arrest and mail it.
Kathy Mills says, good morning. Wacky Wednesday raid from Sea Lake Journeys. Good morning.
Kathy Mills.
We were in Wacky,
you have to hear that.
Wacky Wednesday.
Yep. Bone Tire Traveler says Slim Scott is in the house.
Okay.
Yes.
That's rapper. He's going to rap the
news. Elizabeth says coming from the north today, St. John, New Brunswick.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I bet it is. It is.
Is it cold there? What's the weather? What does it say?
It's very cold this morning. It's very cold. Although it's supposed to be, I didn't check the weather again last night, but I checked it before. It's supposed to be sunny and about 70 degrees today here. So 68 or 70 or so. So, we'll see. We'll see how that translates. In my opinion, there's a cold 70. Well, there's a cold 70 and there's a not so cold 70. How about that?
Okay. Yeah. Well, that'll work. Hey, Nate the Great Podcast has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Z's Gaming and Home Theater Channel has made it in. Good morning, content creators from the greatest state in America, the Lone Star State of
Texas.
That's right. That's right. Oh, snap. Fearless Rambler has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lone Star Travelers has a message for you. Going to start packing non-essentials today.
Okay.
Non-essentials. We talked about the cruising essentials yesterday. Let's hear about the cruising non-essentials.
Texas.
There it goes. And Mike and Rihanna says, "Welcome to Canada, Scott."
Oh,
thank you. It's great to be in Canada. Canada is such a great place to be. It's like the U.S. from the 1950s.
And it's beautiful.
Scott McNeil has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Will G has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning, Will G.
And let's see. Jamie Wilhite has made it in. Good morning from Tucson.
Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome.
Arizona.
Yes. We know somebody else out there.
Scott.
Another Scott. Sea Leg Journeys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah. Mike and Rihanna says Scott is an honorary Canadian today.
Nice.
That'll work.
Nice.
Sharon Rowland
I'm gonna pick up. Wait, so Mike and Rihanna told me the other day that I have a toonie, I guess, and I guess that's because it's a $2 coin. So I guess I have to pick up a loonie when I'm here. So any assistance on what I should be looking for, or should I just walk into a Canadian store here in St. John's and say, "Can I have a loonie?"
Or there's stores where you could go in and exchange your money also. Yeah, you could do that too. Buy something and then you tell them to give you a loonie.
Yeah, ask him to give me a loonie.
Yeah.
And what's the denomination value of a loonie?
Right. Sharon Rowland says, Cheryl, it is 68 degrees with scattered thunderstorms. Yay!
That's what I heard. Yeah, because I think she told Eddie.
Yeah, it is getting dark over here. So
yeah,
she's on the other side of Atlanta on 75 going south. I'm on 85 side.
Mm-hmm. And Great Finds, thank you so much for finally coming to the channel and the morning shenanigans. They do treasure hunting, and it's interesting. It's an interesting channel. It really is. I invite everybody to go check them out. Great Finds, GR8 Finds. Thank you so much for coming in and joining the show. And let's see, Elizabeth has checked in with the interior temperature. It is definitely not cold in the room.
Oh my God, turn on the air.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It is barely above the temperature of frost forming on the wall.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's fairly comfortable. It's fairly comfortable in here, but somebody did sneak the temperature down in the middle of the night, though.
Okay, yeah, that's what he needs.
There we go. There we go. Ocean Travel has made it in, listening in the background.
Hey, Bruce.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Awesome.
Good morning.
Oh, Jackson Destiny says, currently watching your stream from the Eiffel Tower in France.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
Welcome.
Welcome in. And thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Cruising with Keith. Good morning.
Hey, Keith. Good morning.
And Traveling with Tinkerbell has a breakfast update here. Hot chocolate and butter toast.
You know what? Look, there goes his hand. I bet he's had
I'll say the butter toast. No, the hot chocolate.
Okay, here's some cruise non-essentials coming in from Bone Tired Travelers: ducks, night lights, over-the-counter meds, and first aid kit. I don't know about those last two because we just did a haul on Dollar Tree where we got the over-the-counter meds and we suggested a first aid kit for everybody in the party because you never know. You might get cut or something like that. Yeah, this is another essential right here, Lysol.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're bringing that too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Are you gonna be able to pass that on TSA?
Yeah, you just check it.
Just check my bag.
Yeah, you just check it. Also off for the creepy crawlies and bugs.
Then when you go out to port.
That's right. Bone Tired Traveler says magnet hooks, stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
Yep, we got to get our hooks.
He does that. Those are the things that he packs.
I got 3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike and Rana says $1, Scott.
Oh, it's $1. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Stupid answer for you.
Cruising with Key says loony. LOL. When I think of that, I think of the Nut House.
Right.
I know. That's why I said, like, should I
That's
walk
what I
into the
thought.
store and say, "Can I have a loony?" And will they, like,
Lock you up.
will a van show up and?
Yep.
No, they'll probably tell you, well, buy something.
Z's Gaming and Home Theater Channel says, happy hump day, Scott. I cannot wait to do the next tech show when you get back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Z. We'll have to connect when I get home, and we'll figure a date out, and we'll go ahead and do it. So.
Yep. Cruising with Key says it was 49 in Westchester this morning.
Ooh.
Oh.
I love it.
Gaylor's told me that was 35 degrees at his house this morning. And he's in up in New York, so you got to be in the same temperatures up there, Scott.
Sharon Rowland, I do not have a metal detector. But I did find out that the money in Curacao, the coins in Curacao are magnetic. So really all you got to do is drag a magnet across the ground and you can cash in.
Right.
I'm serious. It's magnetic. And I showed the guy too.
Speed up our clearance process. Once again, if you received the letter to be seen by the CBSA, please proceed now to the Carousel Lounge in order to speed up our clearance process.
Nice.
For those of you who did not receive the letter, you can enjoy breakfast this morning in the Marketplace Buffet and relax in any public area until my... Thank you.
Somebody's in trouble. Now watch. Listen.
All the announcements come in different languages.
It'll come in 5 different languages now. So this is the first one. I think it's German. Second one's Italian. Third one is... What is it? Chinese. And then there'll be another one. And it drives me crazy. Every single thing they say, they have to say it like, and it's not the same person saying it. It's not an automated message. They are literally passing the mic around to different crew members who speak those languages. It's hilarious.
Yep. Okay. Cruising with Keith has a question for us. Do you like the butter toast light or dark?
I like it medium. It can be
all right,
medium.
Keith.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do light. I do light toast.
He does like.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Keith. Don't you do it, man.
Done already. Done.
Yep. That's a done deal right there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Non-essentials meaning things I won't be using between now and then. Okay, I got it. Got it. That's Bone Tired Travelers that said that. Yeah, we have extra things that we put in the bags to make sure that we have them and make sure that we don't forget them.
Like I've gotten all the plastic Ziplocs.
Like Jeremy's Speedos. His
No budgie smugglers here.
There you go, the budgie smugglers.
Budgie smugglers.
Snuggies from Huggies.
Z's Gaming and Home Theater Channel says, I just got to say thank you to Bruce for having a lot of patience with me to book my cruise December 23rd on the greatest cruise ship of all time, the Carnival Jubilee.
Wow,
December 23rd.
He must be feeling sick to be saying something like that. Wow, a compliment.
Yep.
Holy mama. And to Bruce, out of all people. Wow.
Oh, snap. Here we go. Jamie Wilhite says, good morning, Scott McNeil. Tucson set a 124-year heat record yesterday. High was 104.
Y'all still
my gosh.
Keep
That's
it.
where you need
That
to cruise.
would have been amazing.
Yes.
Oh no.
Go do a land cruise in Tucson.
No.
Let us know
Yes.
how it goes.
No.
I worked in
Or-
Phoenix before, and nope.
Or as they
Nope,
say,
nope,
or as they say on other channels, Tucson.
That's right.
Journeys with June and
That's
Brady.
right.
It's 62 in Mount Pilot, North Carolina.
Nice.
Nice.
And yeah, Mike and Rihanna's asking, did you have butter toast this morning, Scott?
That's yes.
Talk to the maple leaf, man. Talk to the maple leaf.
Oh my God. Bone Tire Travelers. I may make cheese toast this morning. We're gonna vote for
Eddie
cheese
had
toast.
some yesterday. And
Yes.
It was good. It looked good.
Sharon Rowland says, still sticking with the cinnamon toast. That's
I
good.
love cinnamon toast. What?
Alice too. Yeah.
Let's see. J&S Adventures and Eddie, did you guys see the video we tagged y'all on Facebook? You know, we did. I did last night. It was a news report about Temu and the fact that the Better Business Bureau has something to say about Temu. Contrary to the news report, we have received every single item that we have ever ordered, and it has never been late.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. We don't have any complaints about
Yeah,
Temu.
and I mean, not only have I received every single thing I've ever ordered in exactly the time frame that I was expecting it, or that they were telling me, you know, which is typically a week or so, right? That every time I've needed to return something for some reason, not only has that been a completely painless process, but in most instances they've given me my money back right away and told me to keep the item.
Yes. And to add to that, I don't think we have to remember that far back whenever Amazon servers got attacked. And I know a lot of big companies use Amazon's servers. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazon collects the same exact information that Temu collects from you. So, you know, who is more vulnerable, the people with the most server space or the little guy? I mean, really, let's be realistic about this whole thing.
Yeah,
Amazon got attacked, and their servers went down. As a result, some of the big companies that we use, we weren't able to go on because the servers were down.
Right.
So
I got received this without the SD card, and the next day I sent an email. The following day, I already had credit back in my account for it.
Yeah.
Why do I still have this? I have no idea, but I just found it on the table, but it's empty, and I got credit for it. So
Albo Army says, with a name like Jubilee, it's got to be great.
It is.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And let's
be humping.
Albo Army says, I'm doing a land cruise in Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Ooh, I know where that is. I
Scott
used to work
McNeil.
at Baby Us on 119th Street and Pembroke Pines Boulevard.
Yep.
A long time ago.
We got the Butter Toast Raid people coming in. Oh, snap. Did Cruise Vet make it? Hey, Cruise Vet, how's it going?
Here?
Good morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen.
Okay.
He's still in Kentucky.
On. Yeah, moving on. Okay. Well, we are all caught up in the chat, and I have something to show you this morning from the beautiful island of Galveston. It's a new image today. This is our downtown.
And they call it the Strand.
Yes.
Oh.
This is about as good as it gets right here, y'all. What you're looking at is the Railroad Museum. This is a really cool place. You can learn about the history of the railroads and things like that. It was zoomed out a while ago, but that one car there is pretty much our traffic jam.
Right.
Yeah. You can see it. There's no ships in today, so there's not going to be that much traffic down there. We don't have those problems here.
No, we do not.
No, we don't. That's why I love it. If you are here today, we are waking up to 80 degrees with 80% humidity and clear. If you're still here this afternoon, we will go up to 87 degrees with 63% humidity and partly cloudy. I know, right?
Nice.
Doesn't that sound good?
Amazing.
People will be at the beach today.
We're trying to shake off the heat, man. We really are. And let's see where we are on the chat here real quick. My screen's blank. Okay, here we go. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. Mom's doing a lot better. That is good news. That is good news for cruise.
Yes.
Okay, he says my Temu package was late, but they put a credit back on my account.
Yeah, $5.
Yeah, Sharon. Galveston is really, really beautiful with a whole lot of rich history.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we talk about the duck tours a lot. What Baby and I noticed is that the dolphin tour people now have tour buses that are fully enclosed, air conditioned, and they got big windows that you can see out of. So you don't have to do the duck tour. If you want to go in the water, cool. But if you don't, there is still another option to do a tour of Galveston. Baywatch Island tours.
Mm-hmm.
Texas.
Nice. Yep.
That's right. Right here in the great Lone Star State.
Yes.
And let's see. On this day in history, September 27th, we're going all the way back to 1540. The Jesuit order founded by St. Ignatius of Loyola was approved by Pope Paul III.
No bananas.
In 1590, 12 days after being elected Pope, Urban VII died, making his papacy the shortest in history.
Wow.
In 1601, Louis the 13th, King of France, from 1610 to 1643, was born. In 1777, during the American Revolution, the Continental Congress, having fled Philadelphia, held a session in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, making the city the capital of the American colonies for 1 day.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
1 day?
1 day.
Interesting.
Yeah. And didn't we sign the Declaration of Independence in 1776? That's what I've been told. This is 1 year later. In 1918, British forces attacked the Hindenburg Line in the final offensive on the Western Front during World War I.
Did you know that about the White Rose City? Oh, I'm sorry.
In 1954, the landmark late evening talk show and variety program, The Tonight Show, premiered as Tonight with Steve Allen as host. In 1962, Rachel Carlson's Silent Spring was published, and it became one of the most influential books in the modern environmental movement. In 1964, following months of investigation into the assassination of U.S. President John F. Kennedy, the Warren Commission released its findings. And in 2019, a week of international climate change protests led by youths, notably Swedish activist Greta Thunberg, ended with millions having participated in the demonstrations. And that will do it for On This Day in History.
Nice. Nice. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm sorry. I thought my mic was muted, but I'm told, Jeremy, that I'm supposed to school you on how to pronounce the name of that city. We live about 40 minutes. We live about 40 minutes from there. We spend a lot of time there. And even though it looks like Lancaster, and a lot of people say Lancaster, the proper Pennsylvania pronunciation is Lancaster.
Lancaster.
I just don't have that northern drawl.
Or the bullshit to call it Lancaster.
It's called Lancaster.
Yeah, I'm a true Cajun that lives. I'm a true Cajun that lives in Texas. I'm in a box here, people. Work with me.
So I turned. I said to Beth, I was like, "Did you know that about Lancaster?" And she's like, "No." She was like, "But you need to school him on how to pronounce that."
Okay. Well, that'll work. That's my bad. Okay, here we go.
You need to take that N out of there.
Okay. Is that how it works?
Yes.
I guess so.
I gotta. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's Lancaster.
Um,
Lancaster.
okay. Instead, what we're going to do is give you the cruise and travel industry news.
No, that was never even played on. It was kind of weird. Caribbean increases age limit for its own. It's about Caribbean is making change to the Solarium venue across its fleet by increasing the age limit to be able to access and use the exclusive space. Guests must now be 18 or older to enjoy the adults-only venue.
Yes.
Previously, guests at 16 years of age or older were allowed to enter the solarium. No matter what the ship, on sailings from China, there have been no age restrictions, but the space is exclusive to select suites and guests of higher loyalty status. Well, that'd be nice too, wouldn't it? In the communication sent to travel agents and cruise advisors, the age restriction update is attributed to guest feedback. The cruise line regularly sends out post-cruise surveys and asks travelers about their experiences, preferences, and undoubtedly the age limit on the solarium has been of interest. There is no update as to whether or not age restrictions will now apply to China sailings. Oh, this is wonderful. The guests on board the applicable ships can inquire about the age restriction updates at guest services desk. Yeah, I'm not going to try to compete with that. I'm really sorry, everyone.
All is well. All is well. Instead, I'm going to read this one here. It's about Panyat.
Who?
Panyat Cruise Lines.
Okay.
Or Panat. I don't know.
Bananas.
Yeah. Panyat, the French-owned luxury expedition cruise line,
Yeah.
is updating its itinerary starting in 2024 to offer included excursions. Panyat will give guests one included excursion per port of call, starting with the winter 2024 to 2025 schedule.
Nice.
Guests will be able to enjoy immersive experiences across the 17 itineraries and 32 departures scheduled, including cruises of the Arabian fjords aboard a traditional dhow boat, learning how the Panama Canal was built through expert-led talks, embarking on a Northern Lights expedition in the Arctic, or marveling at Buddha statues within Sri Lanka's Dumbella Cave Temple. The initiative is part of Panyat's commitment to purposeful travel, allowing guests to dive deeper into local culture and heritage. This enables travelers to challenge their sense of adventure through excursions, drive their curiosity through artistic programming, and inspire their sense of wonder by pondering spectacular natural landscapes.
Okay, go back to Scott.
Okay, let's see if Scott is all clear.
Okay, so I'm going to touch on this story here real quick. Cruise ports to impose new fees on Royal Caribbean ships. The travelers to the U.S. Virgin Islands may soon pay a new tax depending on which cruise line they sail there with. The Virgin Islands Port Authority Board of Governors has approved a $5 per passenger fee for cruise guests sailing on Royal Caribbean group ships. The fee, called a Capital Cost Recovery Charge, or CCRC, is intended to fund essential work to improve cruise port infrastructure that will better support visits from Royal Caribbean's larger vessels. The funds raised from the fee will be used for dredging work in Crown Bay and developing a third cruise pier in St. Thomas, as well as additional dredging and infrastructure improvements in St. Croix. Only ships that berth at the Austin Babe Monsanto Marine Terminal in Crown Bay, St. Thomas, and Ann Abramson Marine Facility in Frederiksted, St. Croix will be subject to the fee. We look forward to continuing our strong partnership with Royal Caribbean Group as we move forward in development of these exciting projects that will benefit the territory and strengthen this U.S. Virgin Islands position as a premier destination. The next step for the Virgin Islands Port Authority is to negotiate with Royal Caribbean as to how to implement the new fee. So, kind of stinks to be on a Royal Caribbean ship if you're going to have to pay $5 more. But so,
And that's the way the news goes.
That's right.
Really?
That's right. Hey, good morning, Scratch, and Pete PA has made it in the house.
Good morning.
good morning.
Hey, friend, Antoinette at Fun has made it in.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Hola.
Good
Hi.
morning. Tonight she has a show.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, be
Yes.
sure to go check that out. We always enjoy Antoinette's show.
What's the rest of the shirt say, Cheryl? It says, I think I can make out wife, mom.
Boss.
Boss.
Oh, yep. You know, that's right.
Boss.
Yep. Gotta get Beth and Alice one.
For sure.
Beth said for sure.
Right?
I think there might be some link sharing happening. And okay, so Scott has asked an interesting question this morning. Do you ever get bored with cruising?
No.
Yeah, so when I was in that incredibly long line in Boston yesterday to try to get back on the Maravilla, we met this really great couple who were on their very first cruise ever. I thought it was very interesting. I don't typically hear people's first cruise being MSC, but it was for them. And they, through conversation, I said about how I go on cruises, and the first thing they said to me was, "Do you ever get bored?" And so I thought about my answer to them, which I try to do in most cases. And I think to myself, if I would not kind of temper my expectation, I could see getting bored very quickly. Because even though cruising is different from line to line, ship to ship, and even sailing to sailing, it is very similar and very itinerant, and I guess it would be very easy to become bored. However, I love cruising so much that I'm not even if I'm not rushing around to see and do as much as I can on a particular sailing, I'm still on a cruise and I still try to take advantage of the benefits and the excitement of being on a cruise, no matter, how many times I've been on one.
Yep.
That's right.
And let's see. CNS Travel has made it in, and also Magnificent Germany with Darian have made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
What's up?
Eddie, do you ever get bored?
No.
Take
No,
a cruise?
To me, there's always something to do. Alice is there with me too. So we're always looking at the daily planning that we get. And if we get bored, we go eat.
Mhm.
And keep ourselves busy. We talk about a few things. We sit down and watch people go by and what they're doing in other tables, because sometimes you see some crazy stuff, So there's always something happening. Or we go hang out at the Lido, put a shade side of the pool, sit there if it's available, and then watch the knuckleheads jumping on the pool all drunk, and and then we count who goes in, who goes out. How many guys stayed in the pool and how long they've been there. So we make a game out of it. So, and then in the evenings, we usually go have a nice dinner, go do a show. and then hang out at the buffet. So just we always look for something. We also carry our own card games, so we play cards and we play like bottle and stuff like that. And or I get a piece of paper and I draw something, and she'll try to tell me what it is and stuff like that. So we always have something going on. So
that'll work. For us, that's a big no. I know that whenever baby goes back to the room at night, I generally go around the ship to find a show to attend or, something to do. And then I go to sleep when I get sleepy. So no, never bored. There's so much stuff going on the itinerary that we don't even make half of the stuff that we heart in the app. Carnival allows you to heart certain activities, and we don't even make half of that stuff. So if anything, it's more to do on the ship that will keep you unbored than things that will make you bored.
Especially during the day, because I love trivia.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of quick, just really fast video clips I would like to run. It is one is kind of like a pan of the New Brunswick coastline as we sail into the last parts of the Bay of Fundy, as well as something that always excites me coming into the Bay of Fundy. And so the Bay of Fundy, if you don't know, the Bay of Fundy has some of the highest and strongest tides in the world. Or I believe it does have the highest and strongest tides of anywhere else in the world. And where the actual ocean water meets the bay water, there is always a distinct separation, and it never gets old for me to see. And I was able to capture some of it this morning on a very cold deck, and I would like to share that with everyone. So I'm going to run the first one here, and so this is as we are sailing into the final stretches of the Bay of Fundy. We had been in the bay most of the morning, just kind of creeping along, waiting for the pilot boat to arrive and to guide us in to the rest of the way. So, and it appears that we are still not cleared to get off the ship. I'm not exactly sure why, but so again, just really amazing, really beautiful. If you notice there is the Emerald Princess is here with us today and was already in.
Oh wait, there's something happening here.
Going to run this next video here of the separation of the waters here in the Bay of Fundy. Are we ready? Are we ready to go with that?
Yes.
So, okay, here we go.
That is so cool.
So you can see it's a very distinct separation between the ocean and the bay. And it's like that all the time, and it's really incredible. It never gets old for me.
No, that's like God's nature.
Yep. So another thing we'll be seeing today at high tide, at the second high tide, is where the Bay of Fundy actually forces a local river to flow in an opposite direction based on the kind of same kind of phenomenon, for lack of a better way of putting it. But yeah, so it's really pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's such a beautiful coastline, and I learned something actually new about it. Part of the coastline actually does extend down into just a sliver of the coast of Maine, which I was the coast of the Bay of Fundy. So I was actually not aware that it went down that far, but it does. So
nice.
That's wonderful. That's
Antoinette at Fun says, huge no. I get bored not being on a cruise.
Oh, me too, Antoinette.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get bored not being on a cruise. In fact, I'm bored right now.
Traveling with Tinkerbell says, never get bored being on a cruise. I can't wait to go on my next cruise.
I know. I'm bored.
Oh,
hello.
Yep. Breathless has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for showing us that instead of having one of these type of situations right here. Let's see.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's like I said, it's one of the most beautiful things. I was glad I always get up so early to see it. Now, last time I was here, I actually didn't catch it on the sail in. I caught it on the sail out. So.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, Najima Brown has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning. I mean, MSC is a beautiful ship, and this itinerary is something that.
This itinerary has really been fantastic.
Yes.
So really looking forward to it. We're literally right outside our balcony is right here, and literally right down is the big pink bus. And I can't wait to get down there and jump on it and start. I've seen St. John. I walked all over the city the last time I was here, but my wife hasn't seen it, so I'm looking forward to sharing that experience with her. So.
Oh.
That will work.
Nice.
And this is where Anne and Three Gables.
No, that's actually on Prince Edward Isle, or what they call PEI. So that's yet another Canadian province that is it's kind of like up and around the northern hook of Nova Scotia. So right now we're in New Brunswick, and the only thing that separates the province of New Brunswick and the province of Nova Scotia is the Bay of Fundy.
Wow.
So.
Hang on.
What? So like when we go to Key West next year, Alice never been to Key West. Well, I'm gonna definitely give her a tour of the whole place.
Oh yes, and eat and shop and walk and look at all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love Key West.
Yeah, Key West is a great place. Like I said, most of the time I've been to Key West, it was just like a really short stop, and I was always bummed because you basically only have enough time to get off and look around a little bit and get back on. But one time when Beth and I were there, we had we were fortunate that we spent all day there, so we were able to book a couple of tours. We went to Hemingway's house. We went to President Truman's, what they called the Winter White House. So President Truman had a house there. It's a museum now for him, but we went there and toured that and stuff. And we learned that the only modern day president to ever stay at the Truman White House, after it had been like a museum and stuff, was Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. And they told us this interesting story at the time. They had to leave early because they told the staff that they had to leave early and get to New York to attend their friend's wedding.
Oh.
And that wedding was Donald and Melania Trump.
Yes, I remember they did go. Yeah,
Yes.
that was good news, big news.
So at one point in time, they were friends.
At one time, they were friends.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's see. I know Eddie's been working on some cruises and some things. I know that we're going on the booze cruise, but he's got another one coming. Let's let the viewers know what that is.
October 28, 2024. Yeah, baby. The booze cruise, the secret booze cruise 2.0. Leaving out of Tampa, we're going to go to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman on a 6-day cruise. All info, please get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel for information, cabins, everything you need. There's also a Facebook group. Mike and Rihanna are in charge of this group, and please go check it out. Join so you could get updates of what's going on that cruise and the stuff that we'll be doing. House of X will be in charge of 2 elegant nights. Carnival will be having a Halloween contest also, and there's a few other things going on. So the sooner you get in touch with Bruce, the sooner you get in it. So a lot of creators coming on this cruise also. So let's be part of it. Cruise Nuts will be there too. All four of us will be there. And traveling with Tinkerbell and especially Mike and Rihanna's first cruise. You get to enjoy that experience with them too. So check it out.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Out of Tampa, Florida. Port of Calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
That's right. And there's more. It gets even better because on January 26th, 2025, I call it the Caribbean Conquest. We're going to be on the NCL Viva, a 1-year-old ship by then, on a 7-day cruise with 8 ports. Why do I call it 8 ports? Because we're going to be out of San Juan.
Mm-hmm.
We leave out of San Juan first. Then we hit the ABC Islands, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, San Lucia, St. Kitts, and then we go back to Puerto Rico. You could either stay there a week before or a week after. Once we get back, you get to look at Puerto Rico coming back in. You get to see El Morro, El Castle, on all its glory. Also, the best part of it, I'm turning 60 on that cruise, so you get to celebrate with me on my birthday. And it's also called the Alice Lugo Studios first cruise. So, you get to enjoy and meet Alice. And again, already I got some creators lined up for it. And Bruce will be there also with us. And again, for and all information, please get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. And get it going, baby. It's a nice cruise coming up.
Caribbean Conquest 2025. Hosted by Eddie and Alice Lugo Studios. Out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Aboard the Norwegian Viva. Ports of call, Riba, Bonaire, Curacao, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, St. Kitts. Come join us for this great cruise. January 26th, February 2nd, 2025. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
My wife and her stupid iPhone. No, my wife has just brought to my attention a post in our current MSC Facebook group. It says, MSC made a mistake with our itinerary. Our cruise is supposed to, it should read day 1, New York. Day 2, line queuing. Day 3, line queuing, traveling, and more line queuing. Day 4, who knows, but probably more line queuing.
So it's been those many lines.
Yeah. Good morning,
It's just
Bud
been
Files.
lines.
Bud Files has made it in. Good morning.
Hey, Bud.
Good morning.
And
Wow. Oops.
And that was a post from somebody else, not from us.
right.
So
And let's see. Speaking of Facebook and posts, who is coming on for the remainder of the day? Eddie.
And here we go. Following us. Nothing going on till 1 p.m. Eastern with Roy and Becky's Travels.
Howdy, howdy.
6 p.m. will be the Stu Tourist Hum Day Cocktail Hour. Edna's World and One Strand Adventures Week Controversial Cuisine, 7 p.m. A premiere by Chancer's Travel at 7:45. 8 p.m. will be D&G Explorers, Full Blown Country, Antoinette at Fun,
Mm-hmm.
Live with Mountain Folk, 8 p.m. Eastern Tonight. AMT Homestead at 9 p.m. And closing the night will be the Vineyard Farmhouse at 10 p.m. Eastern. Sorry about that.
And Bone Tired Travelers says Barry Brain premiere at 5 p.m. Central.
Mm.
Today?
That's what it says. That's what Bone Tired Traveler said that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna watch it.
We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. And let's see, Scott. What plans do you have in the port today?
So today we are getting on the big pink hop on, hop off bus. It goes around all around St. John. So we're basically just going to be hopping off at different points to check different parts of the city out. And I believe one of our final stops will be at what they call the Reversing Falls, which again is twice a day at the high tide. The Bay of Fundy forces the river to flow in opposite direction. It's a huge tourist draw, so expect crowds there and stuff. But we're definitely going to see that. I did not see that the last time I was here, and it's on my wife's list of things to do. Must do. And then right off the ship is a container village. It has shops and a couple of little restaurants and stuff like that, local goods, and there's even some local tourist information. So we'll probably just browse through there and definitely getting a beaver tail.
Tell us about this beaver tail. What's
so the beaver tail? Okay, so the beaver tail is kind of like poutine here in Canada. So it's a Canadian junk food, for lack of a better way of putting it. And it's basically kind of sometimes I've seen them called like elephant ears or something like that or whatever, but it's basically just a big flat piece of deep fried dough that gets dipped and dredged in all kinds of goodness, like cinnamon sugar, and they put syrup on chocolate syrup and this and that and everything else. It's just really good. Whipped cream, all kinds of stuff. It's a good piece of junk food dessert to eat, and we're definitely gonna get one of those.
Okay, before we move on, is it made out of a beaver tail?
No, it's just dough. But it's not like, it's not thick, so it stays thin and crispy kind of. But it's just a thin, crispy, deep fried piece of dough.
Okay.
So, and it's just called a beaver tail, and it's kind of in the shape of a beaver tail, so and that's just what they call it or whatever. So.
And Traveling with Tinkerbell says, enjoy your time with your wife and enjoy the beaver tail.
That's right.
And also, Tara L. Hits has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Bebos.
All right. We are all caught up in the chat. And that will do it for today's show.
Nice.
Thank you guys all for coming in. We definitely appreciate your ongoing support for Go Live Together. Oh, wait. Traveling with Tinkerbell says it's a pastry kind of like butter toast.
It is nothing like toast with butter on it.
Right. It sounds kind of like a funnel cake to me. I don't know.
No, because a funnel cake, a funnel cake is like thicker, right? It's like big around, and you can it's thicker. This is literally, this is like really super thin, like almost like paper thin, kind of. And it's big and flat, right? Kind of like a beaver's tail, and And like I said, like I just get one real basic. It's just cinnamon sugar, right? So they just deep fry that. They put it on a plate. They sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on it, and you just tear pieces of it off and eat it. It's really, really good. So.
That'll work. That will work. Everybody take care out there. Take care of each other. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
We love you.
Bye.